Morning. Don't know where you are, but where I am. It's early. The world's still stretching. The coffee's hot. And the signals are already coming in. Let's take a look before the day starts making demands. This is Signal Check with Adrian North. It's Wednesday morning, July 1st. The calendar just flipped. And already the signal-to-noise ratio is interesting. Got your coffee? Good. Let's check what's moving before the rest of the world logs on. Researchers tested 444 AI chatbot apps in the iPhone just to see what they were doing under the hood. And what they found, this is the part that should make you stop scrolling. 2082 of them were leaking paid AI access right through their network traffic. Nearly 2/3 just sitting there in plain view. API keys, access credentials, the whole back end. You didn't even need special tools to see it. Some of these apps were charging users for premium AI features while leaving the door wide open for anyone watching the network. So if you've been paying for one of those sleek AI assistant apps that promises privacy and premium responses, there's a decent chance someone else has been getting the same access for free and possibly logging everything you've been asking it. The study didn't name names yet, but the message is pretty clear. If the app doesn't explain how it's protecting your queries, it probably isn't. There's a new botnet out there, and this one rebuilt itself from the ground up in Rust. They're calling it RustDuck. It's targeting home routers, IP cameras, those cheap Android TV boxes, basically anything connected to the internet that someone forgot to secure properly. Two-stage infection. Gets in, stays quiet, then pulls down the second payload and stitches the device into a distributed network built for one thing, knocking websites offline. Classic DDoS for higher infrastructure, except this time it's faster, harder to detect, and written in a language that makes it tougher to reverse engineer. The attackers are scanning constantly default passwords, unpatched firmware, open telnet ports. If you've got a router or camera sitting on your network that you set up 3 years ago and never thought about again, you might want to think about it now. Because RustDuck doesn't care if you're a high-value target. It just cares that you're online. And poorly defended. Kali Linux dropped its second release of the year, version 22.62.2. 9 new tools in the kit and some solid updates to NetHunter. That's the version of Kali that runs on Android devices, turning your phone into a mobile penetration testing rig. If you're not familiar, Kali is the go-to distribution for security researchers, pen testers, anyone doing legitimate offensive security work. It's a toolbox, and they keep adding to it. This release includes new network analysis utilities, updated exploit frameworks, better hardware support. What matters here isn't just the tools, it's the pace. Twice a year, like clockwork, the offensive security community gets an updated baseline, which means the people trying to break in the systems have fresh capabilities. And that means defenders need to keep moving too. It's an arms race, and neither side is slowing down. Olympic medalist Molly Seidel finished her first 100-miler, Western States, one of the most iconic ultramarathons in the world. And it nearly broke her. She dealt with chafing bad enough to slow her pace, hit a hypothermia scare in the middle of the night when her core temperature dropped and her crew had to pull her back from the edge. But she kept moving, 1 mile, then another, 100 miles on foot through the Sierra Nevada. That's not a race, it's a negotiation with your own limits. And Seidel, who's already stood on an Olympic podium, said afterward, "I still have a lot to learn." There's something clarifying about that, about someone at that level of achievement still showing up to get humbled by the distance, still finding out what they're made of when everything hurts and the finish line is somewhere in the dark. She finished. That's the signal. The Electronic Frontier Foundation is calling out Grindr this Pride Month, not for celebration, for accountability. The message is blunt. Put safety and privacy over profits, or admit you're not actually protecting the people who use your platform. Grindr's been sharing user data with advertisers, location, behavior, the kind of information that in the wrong hands, or even just in the data broker's database, can out people who aren't ready to be out, can put people in danger, especially in places where being LGBTQ+ isn't just stigmatized, it's criminalized. The EFF's demand is straightforward. Make privacy the default. Stop monetizing the movement and identity of your users. And if you're going to sell yourself as a safe space, act like it. This isn't abstract. It's about people trying to connect, trying to exist in a world that's still hostile in too many corners, and the app they're using to do that shouldn't be the thing that exposes them. The Supreme Court just handed down a decision that changes how law enforcement can track you. And for once, it's good news. The ruling says you have a constitutional expectation of privacy in your location data. Even short-term surveillance of where you go in the physical world counts as a search under the Fourth Amendment. That means, and this is the big part, cops need a warrant. They can't just pull your location history from your phone company or a third-party app and build a map of your life without judicial oversight. The Constitution protects your movements, not just your home, not just your papers, your actual day-to-day path through the world. The EFF is calling it a victory, and they're right, because for years the law lagged behind the technology. Your phone knew everywhere you'd been. Companies sold that data, and the legal framework treated it like you'd voluntarily handed it over. Not anymore. Location is private. And that's not a small thing. That's the foundation for a lot of what comes next. That's Signal Check for today. Close the tabs, step outside, the day's waiting. We'll talk again next time.